Hey YouTube, we're back for another exciting tutorial. Yeah. And our first guest is Vita Coco, coming from Vita Cocoville.
Vita Coco. Alright, as we can see, number 1 is asking which fraction is equivalent to 12/30ths. We can find out which one is equivalent to 12/30ths by looking at each fraction. We can see how many times each fraction can multiply into the first number. And if we find the one, like, let's see, you can...
Well, can you stand in front of the computer? Because that's where the mic is. So how do we reduce 12/30ths?
We reduce 12/30ths by dividing it by 6.
Sort of. We divide by what?
By 6.
6 over 6.
That's what I said, guys.
No, you said 6. Okay, that's fine. 2, and we get 2 over 5, which is
D. Woohoo, guys!
Okay, now we have a baguette coming all the way from France. Okay, baguette, how do we do number 2 here?
Okay, you have to do good guys versus bad guys. And then, so 3 goes under the negative sign, and then 1 goes under the negative sign too. But then you have to add them, because they're both negative.
We need to find out how many points the bad guys scored, right?
Yeah, so we have to add them.
Right. Okay, I want you guys to be paying attention to this review, please. Definitely. Alright, so bad guys scored 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
now what?
so they won because good guys didn't score anything.
So the answer is?
Oh! Negative 4 over 5.
Negative 4 over 5. Do we agree with that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Alright, cool. Now we got Banana. Where did you fly in from, Banana?
The grocery store.
The grocery store! Alright. Okay. Banana, how are we going to solve this number 3 here? Help us out.
Okay, so first, I just wrote out the problem because it was way too small for me to see. So then I saw 5 and 4, the lowest thing was 20. So 3 over 5 and 4.
Wait, are you talking about number 3?
Yeah.
Say it again.
Wait. Never mind. That was the one below it. That was number 5.
Number 3.
Can't see. Okay. Never mind. So 9 and 3 for the
9 and 2
denominators.
for your denominators, right?
And I wrote them out, and the lowest one was 9.
So 3, 6, 9, and 9. Yay, it's 9. Alright, 9 is our common denominator, correct? How do we change our fractions?
So the 2/3, you times it by 3 over 3,
She said 3 over 3. That's fantastic.
which
Okay.
equals 6
And we
over
get
9.
6 over 9. Okay, good.
And then you leave the 5 or 9 because it's already the 9. Okay.
So we're going to add that to 1 over 9.
Yes. And then
You need to show all your work.
you'll get 7 over 9, but you have the 5 and the 2, so you have to add those, which is 7 and over 7.
Right, so we do the fractions separate. That's, I think, the easiest way. And then the whole number separate. So 5 plus 2 is 7, and then all this fraction stuff is 7 9.
Yes.
Okay, great. Now we have Coco Melon. Good job, Banana. Can you stand in front of the computer, please? The mic's over there.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay.
What, in front of the, yeah, that's better.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, number 4. How do we do it, sir?
We, for number 4, we rewrite C minus D as 5 over 6 and D as 1 over 9. And then we have to find a common denominator between 6 and 9.
Right, so first for C, I'm going to write down 5, 6. And then?
And then 1 9.
Well, but it's C minus D, right?
Yes,
So
C minus C.
right.
C 5 over 6 minus 1/9.
Exactly. Okay, now,
You have to find a common denominator for it.
okay, what is it?
So 6 times 3, that's 18. And 9, 18. 18.
Right.
18 is our common denominator.
18 is the common denominator. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to have to change both of these, huh?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, what a drag. I know, it's no fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so 5, 6. What do we do with that one?
5, 6, we multiply that by 3 over 3. Since
There we go. 5, 6 times 3 over 3.
3 over
15
3.
18s, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
And then 1 over 9. That times 2 over 2.
We got 2 over 18. Cool. Now
Yes,
what?
sir. We have to divide. We have to subtract them.
Right. The second one was negative.
Yes, sir.
So you can use good guys, bad guys, but you don't have to. You could just subtract 15 minus 2.
Yes, sir. That's what I did.
Right. And so your answer is good guys win.
13
13
over 18.
over 18. Woo!
I finally feel special.
Okay, number 5. Who we got? We got Batman.
Batman.
All right. How do we do this problem, buddy?
Multiply.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna be able to hear you if you do the Batman voice. We won't hear you.
Or
Sorry. What the setting needs it?
multiply straight across.
Okay. So what do we get?
You get 9 over 9, 20, 9 over 20?
9 over 20. Okay, is it positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative. You're right. Why? Okay, so you can write all the words. All right. Okay. So, why is it negative? I got distracted. Sorry.
Because
Is this add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
multiply.
Multiply. So when we're doing multiply with negatives, what do we use? No. So a positive times a negative, that's what we had here, is a negative. That's why that's negative. All right, let's hear it for Batman. We got
Justice.
Okay, Mr. Pizza, what's up? How do we do this?
Okay, so you have to you can divide 10 and 25. So that'd be 2 and 5. So you have to divide it by 2. And then you get and then you multiply straight across. And
Wait. Say that again.
so so you have to multiply by the reciprocal.
Oh, by the reciprocal.
By the
Okay, 3/10 times.
Times 25 over 7.
There we go. I don't know why I couldn't hear you. Maybe you're talking about it. Okay. And then we reduce. What can we reduce?
25 and 10.
Yes, we divide by 5. We've got 2, and we've got 5. And then we've got 15.
Over 14.
Right. Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
You're right. Why?
Because one negative and a positive makes a negative.
Right. A negative times a positive. Excellent. Now, let's hear for the pizza guy. Now we got the pineapple lover. Delicious food. Pineapple. Good for you, too. Excuse me. Okay. What do you say?
Since A equals negative 4 over 5, you write that down,
Yes.
and then you divide it by negative 2 over 5, because that's what K equals.
That's right. And we want to make sure we know that if we see this, it's always division. This, right, everybody? Right, everybody? Right, everybody?
Yeah.
I hope you're all writing this down. I'm going to check it. You better be writing all the work down. You better be. Uh-oh. Somebody in the closet. Okay. What do we do now?
Now I do keep, opposite, and flip. So you keep
Multiply times the
reciprocal.
Yes.
So -4/5 times -5/2.
Times -5/2. Did she do that right? Yeah. And there's a lot of reducing going on here. Okay, do you know one of the reducings? You see numbers that can be reduced? No? Okay, look diagonal. Okay. Look at two of the diagonal numbers.
5.
5 and 5. Okay, what can you divide both of those numbers by?
1,
And?
10.
No. What can you divide 5 by?
I don't know. 5.
Yeah.
But like,
So when you see the same number, you divide by that number. So we did, like, how many 5s go in 5? 1. How many 5s go in 5? 1. Okay. Now we're going to do 4 and 2. Can we divide those by anything?
yeah.
Yeah. What?
You can divide 4 by.
We need to find a number that we can divide both of them into to reduce.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can divide 2. Divide?
Divide by 2.
Yeah.
So how many times 2 go into 2? 1.
Once,
And 4?
2.
2. All right, so everything reduced except for that 2 on top. So we got 2 over 1. That's pretty much it. It's a lot of reducing though.
I did
Okay.
something different.
Make sure you're ready for that for the test. Now, is the answer positive or negative?
Positive.
Yes. Why?
Because 2 negatives equal positive.
If you're dividing, yes. And we are dividing. So, Dorito Man, positive. The answer is positive too. All right, you did a good job. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Okay. Now, we don't have that much time, but these last problems are pretty fast, actually. Yeah. It's a big. Okay, 8 and 6 can be reduced. We divide by 2. Alright, pineapple lover. So then we get 4 and 3. We divided them by 2. 4 times 1 is? 4 times 1 is? 4! Okay, good. 9 times 3 is? 9 times 3 is? 7. Okay, cool. And these are all positives, so we don't need to worry about positives and negatives. Make sure you're writing all this down. Good. Okay. Now this one, we just want to make sure you know that this is times 4 over 1, right? And you don't even have to reduce. 4 times 2 is? Write this down.
8.
8. Write it down right now. And 3 times 1 is? 3 times 1. Thank you. And that's going to be 2 and 2/3. Alright, so you can write 2 and 2/3 or 8/3. Alright, and I'm going to speed this one up by doing the math quickly. Let me zoom out for people that weren't writing as much as they should. Okay, so Maria took this much money with her, and then she bought all this stuff. How much does she have left? Well, we're gonna add up all these amounts, right? And that makes 40. Anybody know?
$40.30.
No, hold on.
32 cents.
$40.95. All right, because I already have this down. And then $50.15. We're gonna subtract $40.95, and we get $9.20. All right, cool.